I'm intending on buying a Rolex. How much does that watch cost you? You have to wait 4 years for the watch that you want.
Yes.
Please
Hello.
do not interview people.
She's recording us.
Have you ever wondered what sorts of people can afford to spend tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars on luxury watches? The cheapest Rolex will cost you around $5,000 USD, and the most expensive Rolexes ever been recorded sold for an astounding $17.7 million USD. Today I'm going to be going onto the streets of Sydney to ask Rolex buyers what they do for a living. The global luxury watch market size was valued at $42.21 billion USD in 2022. Leading brands such as Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Omega have withstood the test of time, even while some say they should have been made obsolete by iPhones and the digital age. Many luxury watch fanatics even claim that investing in tangible timepieces are better than investing in shares or even real estate. Let's see what we find out today.
Alright, you guys, we have just arrived at Pitt Street, Sydney. We're actually outside the Rolex store over here. And today I'm going to be asking Rolex buyers what they do for a living and how they achieved success. But before finding out what these luxury watch buyers do for a living, I wanted to check out inside the store first. Thank you very much. How are you? Very good. I'm Jamie, nice to meet you.
Sit over there. Go there.
Sure, thank you.
Gentlemen, how can I assist you today?
Yeah, just wanted to see what watches you guys have at the moment that I could purchase.
There's nothing for purchase, I'm afraid.
There's a long wait time, right?
In general, yes.
Yeah, for sure,
For
for
the
sure.
last almost 2 years, we don't have a watch to be sold on the account anymore. Because the demand is extremely high in all Rolex models.
And what would you say like the most expensive Rolex you could buy is?
Probably the most expensive watch on catalog is this one. It was retailed for $196,000.
After trying on a few watches, it was now time to hit the streets and find out how these Rolex buyers were able to afford these expensive watches. You going to Rolex today?
Yeah.
What watch are you interested in?
Any new ones?
So what do you do for work?
I'm working in a finance company.
So you have a collection?
Yeah.
Can we look at it?
You can say looking there.
Which one do you have here?
That's a Pepsi.
How much is this one?
Around 16.
Which Rolex have you applied for?
A Wimbledon Digest,
How much is that worth?
15 grand,
First Rolex?
7th,
You're a bit of a watch enthusiast, are you?
just a little bit.
And what do you do for work?
Work in property.
What advice would you give to the viewers out there that want to buy a Rolex like you have?
Get in early. Any opportunity is an investment at the end of the day. So wear it for yourself to make yourself feel good, look good, but at the end of the day, it's an investment long term.
Which Rolex do you have on right now?
It's a Mariner date, just a black dial.
What does this one go for?
Retail is about 15.
Did you apply for a Rolex today?
Yes.
How much is the Rolex that you want to buy?
10,000 USD.
And what do you do for work?
I'm the founder of a digital supply chain.
There's a wait list. You have to wait how many years?
4.
So it's worth it though, worth it?
Yes, but still too long for it.
Which watch do you wear now?
This for sport because I run marathon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You look like my dad, so. Hen shui. All right, so I'm not wearing a Rolex right now. I got a Gucci watch actually. How about this? If I can find someone to help me get a Rolex that would take less than a few weeks to get, I'll buy one. You guys work at Rolex, I'm assuming. Before we continue, I want to give a massive shout out to Surfshark VPN for supporting the channel and being today's sponsor. A VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, which encrypts all the data between your device and the internet so that no one can steal your personal information. As you guys would already know, I spend a lot of time in the office planning and editing content for you guys, and also traveling overseas to film. Using public Wi-Fi can be a bit risky when it comes to data privacy and protection, but Surfshark offers a fast, reliable VPN server to ensure that when it comes to these issues, I have peace of mind. When I travel to China to visit my dad a few times per year, using Surfshark VPN also allows me to get around the firewall that China has so that I can access social media websites and continue to post videos for you guys. Surfshark VPN also allows you guys to access content that may not be available in your area by giving you the capability to change the country that your device thinks you're in. Surfshark VPN also offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there are absolutely no risks involved in giving this service a cheeky test drive. You guys can use my code right here for an exclusive discount and 3 months completely free by clicking the link in the description box below.
Yes, so customer service relation officer,
Wow. And how long have you worked here for?
almost 3 months. I'm from the Philippines.
I was going to say Philippines.
Yes.
Mabuhay, mahal kita.
Yes, correct.
What do you think of my watch right now?
Oh, it's wow.
It's not that great, is it? You don't have to be nice. If someone wanted to buy a Rolex from this store,
Okay, so you have to make your expression of interest for the particular watch that you want. So you have to make your account first, and then you have to put your name down on the list. The sales associate will tell you the available watches that you can. So the longest wait is 1 year to 2 years. But yeah, because some watches are very hard to find, some are easy to get in.
but that was weird as. Because the guys at the door were all sweet with us, and then I think the managers came out, and they were like, oh no, you gotta go. And then as I was walking out, the guy was like, sorry about them. She's recording us. Why are you recording us? Is she making a TikTok as well, or what? Are you buying a Rolex today, or have you bought one before?
No.
And which one did you inquire about inside?
The GT,
And how much does that cost?
$9,000.
What do you do for work?
Nothing. Please
Hello.
do not interview people as you're blocking people from entering the
Oh,
store.
what if we're here?
If you're like here, it's okay.
By the way, one more question. Is there any way I can get a Rolex for like, not waiting 3 years? Which Rolex do you want to buy?
I didn't come here to buy the watch.
Oh.
To like fix it.
Which one do you have?
They just
How much was that?
10 grand.
What do you do for work?
Student.
And you're just in Australia studying.
Studying in New York.
You're on a holiday in Australia.
Yes.
How did you afford this watch?
Parents' money.
What do you do for work?
Business owner.
How much does that watch cost you?
I can't remember, bro.
What do you say? You guys in the comments saw the watch. You guys can mention how much it cost below. Did you buy a Rolex today?
No,
Did you order a Rolex, sorry?
did not manage to.
Really? What Rolex are you after?
Did just
And how much does that cost?
17 grand.
And what do you do for work?
Lawyer,
What advice would you give to viewers out there that also want to buy a Rolex like you?
start early.
Who do you work for?
Grand Seiko across the road.
How does Grand Seiko compare to Rolex?
Rolex is very much a consumer's brand, whereas Grand Seiko is a collector's brand.
What's the wait time like?
For Grand Seiko, the majority of the timepieces are available. Rolex, currently, you're looking at 5 to 6 months start to a year, 2 years, 3 years.
What's the cheapest watch you can buy at Grand Seiko and the most expensive?
The cheapest watch you can buy at Grand Seiko is $3,300. It's a simple quartz watch.
Yeah.
The most expensive watch, about $500,000.
Are you wearing a Grand Seiko?
I am wearing a Grand
Wait, can we have a look? Yeah, sure. Did you order a watch today?
No, because they are very busy.
And which watch do you want to get?
Anything.
Yeah. And how much is your budget?
About 20.
Do you have any watches at home? Oh, what's this one?
MAD. MAD.
MAD.
Yeah.
And how much did this watch cost you?
About 7,000.
Are you a watch enthusiast?
I love watches.
And what do you do for work?
Real estate.
In Sydney?
Yes.
What's your company?
Sell his property.
Ah, very nice. And how can I get a watch like you?
You just need to come by and then have a talk with them.
With a-
They're nice. Maybe they will give it to you.
Ah, for free, right?
Of course not.
What do you do for work?
I just own a glass business.
What did you pick up today?
Seador.
How much did that cost?
I don't know.
If I guess, like less than 20 or over 20? 20. Do you have a watch collection yourself, or that's your first one?
No, I've got a few watches.
You from Sydney?
Yeah.
And what advice would you give to people that want to get a Rolex like you?
I don't know. Work hard.
That was the first guy we've ever seen with an actual Rolex that he just got from the store. Because apparently there's a 3-year wait, apparently. I bet he just got it like on the spot, eh? You like watches?
Yeah, kind of, but I don't have any watch.
Oh, but you're going to buy one soon?
If they have
And how much do you want to spend on a watch?
20 to 100,000. If 100,000, that was maybe wait for a few more years.
And what do you do for work?
Kind of a service business. Yeah.
Why do you think investing in watches is a good idea?
I don't think investing in watch is a good idea unless you are very rich and you know the market. The new watch will be much more expensive than the old one. Only a few like particular models that will hold the value.
What would you say the best investment is for young people in Sydney, Australia?
For me, maybe property, because property is more like you go with the market trend. It's a lot easier for a normal person who are not very familiar with the economic. I would say people just invest whatever they are familiar with.
There's no waiting list. You have to do purchase history.
Yeah, so the guy just said basically that you just got to build up your purchase history. So if I was to buy the first watch here, they'd give it to me in no time. Everyone's got a different opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like we met a guy that said you've got to have some sort of like supplier plug. You just got to build up your history. I think it's the same thing. What do you guys think?